Welcome, everybody, to, I think, our fourth podcast episode.
Yes.
This is our fancy Friday edition.
Yes.
We've got mimosas in
Yes,
hand.
we got them right
Yes.
here.
Fancy
Here with
Fridays.
my girl Fancy
Yes,
and my other
cheers.
girl Posh, and we're just going to have some fun today. I figured we'd change things up. We've done a couple of serious topics, and today I think we should just kind of be laid back
And just
and
have fun.
have fun and get
Have
to know
fun,
each other.
yes.
And audience, if you're listening to us and you've made it to our fourth podcast, we appreciate you being here. But also, we want to give you guys a little extra like window into what we're like and what we're into. So
Yeah, it's not just business, right? It's not just all seriousness. We have to be fun.
just like 2 seconds ago, downloaded a list of questions.
Yes, because we're like that. We like to be,
Spontaneous.
Fly by the seat of our
Spontaneous.
pants. We're flying by the seat of our pants, right? We're
and we
making
have
it,
some mimosas.
yeah, we're making it real. So
Yes.
let's start with the first question.
Shall we?
We
Yes.
shall. I'll start it. Okay.
Okay,
So what I want to know, this question is for all of us to answer about what we think. Who do you think is the biggest risk taker? And if you are, why? I feel like I'm a good risk taker as far as like business decisions and things like that. I don't really let things hold me back. Like I'll see something like a house and I'll be like, oh, I'm buying this house. I'll come home like Lucy and be like, Ernest, we're buying a house today. Are you on board or are you not? Because we're getting this house. And he's like, what are you doing? Like I'm very risk taking. When we decided to buy Puerto Rico,
On the spot,
on the
pretty
spot,
much.
like
Yeah.
we went to go look, and the next thing you know, we're putting in a contract. Like I'm very like risk adverse like that. Like I'm
Not
like
risk averse. You're very
Yeah.
risk like pedal on the metal.
pedal in the middle. I feel like if you don't take risks, you're not going to move forward. So I'm not scared of risks. But like, what do you think about yourself?
About myself, I've jumped out of airplanes. So in terms of like anything physical, I'll probably do it. Now, as I've gotten older, I've gotten a little less, only because kids, But I will try almost anything in terms of food. I'll kind of try. I, back in the day, like y'all remember the show Fear Factor?
Yes.
Like I always I thought I would thrive on Fear Factor.
Absolutely not. They eat roaches.
I know,
Nancy's
but
not
I-
doing any of that. Absolutely not.
I would.
No, absolutely not.
In that, but just for the sake of the shock value of the show, like I would do
No,
it.
no,
I would do
no
it.
amount of money. No amount of money could make me eat a bug, have a bug crawl on me. Absolutely not. It's not happening.
Yeah. So,
But see, that's very risk adverse.
I think in certain ways, and in business, I will take a risk. The phrase that Tony Robbins says, "Burn the boats."
Yeah.
When I got into real estate, I straight up burned the boats. Like I was getting a salary, pretty decent one, and I said, "Bye, I'm going full on in."
Yeah.
And so, from that perspective, I guess that's a little risky.
I mean, you have to risk it. In this life, you cannot just risk it. I think I'm a very risky person. You gotta take your chances. You can just hold back. I mean, I'm not risky like the kind of person that would jump out of a hill. That's not the kind of risky I am because I'm clumsy and I don't like that. But when it comes to decisions or things, you gotta just take it because just be like, fuck it, let's do
YOLO.
it. Yeah, YOLO. I love the YOLO thing. Let's just do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we've determined we're all risk takers.
I
to
think
some
so.
extent.
Okay, great.
I think we are.
Okay, so the next question is, what is your love language?
Mine, I'm a words of affirmation junkie
Are you?
to a fault. Like,
And then your second?
my second would be acts of service.
Interesting. I'm also words of affirmation and quality time. Those are my two. So yeah, those are mine. Posh?
Quality of time. I like to have quality of time. And I think is not so much affirmations.
Physical touch. Are you strike me as a physical touch
Do you usually feel me as a gifts?
or a gift?
She's a gifts.
You think so?
You've never taken the test, Posh?
No, I've never really taken the test.
Okay,
You know what they are?
guys,
Okay,
everybody
so-
needs to know their love language because you need to understand how it is that you respond to love and different things.
Yes.
I think I've shared this. My husband and I do counseling. It's really great for your marriage, for marriage maintenance and get to know each other. And one time before we had gotten married, a counselor said to me that you do not know how to recognize love from a man. And that was huge, right? Because
Wow.
if you don't if you're not able to like recognize it, then sometimes when people are doing things, you're not really understanding that that's what it is that they're doing, right?
Yeah.
And so I did the love languages. It's 7 love languages, right? Who do you know?
5.
It's 5. Okay, and
It's acts of service, quality time,
Gifts.
physical touch, gifts, and
words of affirmation.
words of affirmation.
Okay, so those are the 5. And so you should know those because then you can understand and your spouse can understand the best way to like respond to you to make sure that you're feeling loved. Because usually they're not the same, your spouse and you.
Yeah,
Are not the same.
You want to know yours, and you want to know your significant others.
I need to take the test then.
You need to take
I
the
need
test.
to know. I do think it's quality of time. To me, if you give me the time, to me that's like, and of course we all like words of affirmation. So when you do the test, they give you 1 through, right? Like which one is your top tier?
No, it's
and
like
then
it's multiple scores.
multiple
and then
scores?
the scores that you do give you like your top 2.
But you would be surprised.
I think you're a
like
gift.
not everybody's words of affirmation. Some people could care
Are you
less.
that superficial?
No, it's not about superficial. It's about how you respond to things.
Yeah.
But I think that you're going to, don't you think she's a gift?
And you strike me as a physical touch. No,
Huh. Well,
Okay,
maybe,
stay tuned, guys,
maybe.
because we're going to have to figure out.
I need to figure out and let you know which ones I am.
Yes. But I do think that people should do
gifts.
that.
I mean,
You
like,
should.
yeah. I mean, imagine if somebody came and brought you like a new Louis Vuitton purse.
Oh, I'll be sweetheart. When are we getting married?
Yeah, yeah.
Just kidding.
Okay. How about let's talk about a moment in real estate that you've had that have made you want to quit?
I'll talk about my most embarrassing moment in real estate. Back in like, I don't even know what year it was, y'all. Probably like 2016. I was in Austin, and I was with Keller Williams in Austin, and I was showing. Have I told you this, Fancy?
I'm not sure.
I was showing
yes,
a girl property, and as I'm showing,
the house was like a disaster?
no.
Oh.
This is worse than any house disaster story. I pull up to a stop sign, and all of a sudden, I look in my rear view, and I'm being pulled over by the cops. And I'm like, shit! I ran the stop sign, and so.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me this.
So I proceed to think kind of nothing of it other than, great, my client's sitting there watching me get a ticket. But it was more than a ticket. Unbeknownst to me, I had something like a license suspended for an unpaid traffic violation. So as it went on, like I got handcuffed and taken to the Williamson County Jail. And my client's sitting there like watching the whole thing happen.
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. I think I would melt. I think I would die. Yes. Especially for an unpaid ticket. You're like, what the hell? Now they think you're like a hoodlum.
Like, yeah.
Yes. No, not going to work. Yeah.
So that was the worst.
In front of the client.
Yes.
Okay, Posh, yours?
There have been moments in real estate that I've been wanting to see if I was made for this or not. There have been situations that I was like, am I equipped to do this? Can I do this? I mean, the market's low. I'm not selling as I supposed to. So yeah, definitely there's been moments in real estate that I've been, I don't think I can do this. But then I was like, forget it. Yes, I do. So yeah.
What about you?
I think, I've had several moments, but probably one of my most is I had a client and it was a divorce scenario. And, those are never like amazing. And I was friends with both of them. So you're kind of in the middle. You no longer become a realtor. Now I'm like a counselor, mediator. I'm all the things. And, my sellers, he had purchased the home. When they purchased the home, they had sold a home. He'd also had an inheritance, and the inheritance that he had was from his dad passing. And so they put like $400,000 on this new house in Prosper, and from the inheritance from his dad. And the values had gone up. We ended up getting like 150 above closing. So here we are, like 2 days before closing. They had made a ton of money, like 900 and something thousand. That she thinks she's walking away with half, and here he comes with a attorney letter basically saying that the inheritance money is not community property, which is correct in the state of Texas. And her profits went from what she thought to significantly less. And I wanted to like sit in my seat and die because he was absolutely correct and right, but I'm friends with both of them. And I think she felt like I knew, even though I didn't know. I found out at the same time he did because I didn't sell them the house. So I didn't know that he used inheritance money because, you know, I'm girl power all the way. I probably would have said something, but I didn't know. And at the end of the deal, she ended up feeling like she got cheated. I just remember sitting there feeling like, oh my God, I want to die. I want to quit. I want to quit today. I couldn't make either side happy. And then moving forward, he went on and got remarried. And his new wife didn't want to use me because she knew that I was friends with the old wife. So I like lost him. And then she didn't want me to use me because she felt like I knew and I didn't tell her. So I couldn't win either way. And it was just a horrible situation to be in. So in case you didn't know, inheritance money is not community property.
I feel like as somebody that like if they were going through a divorce, they would probably have those conversations with their lawyer.
Yeah, it was a mess. It was such a mess. And the way he just kind of, here's a little paper-roo, and yeah. So that was not a great moment at all.
But at the end of the day, the law is the law.
The law is the law. Yeah,
What are you going to do?
exactly.
What is something that nobody would know about you but just looking at you?
I have really bad ingrown toenails. I'm sharing this because I actually have had surgery on it. I was just telling Nicole, I have had surgery on it on the two toes at the same time. So I did both big toes. It's really bad, y'all. If y'all have that, I feel so bad for you. I feel your pain. And then
Like fingernails and toenails have the worst nerve endings.
Yes,
it's
they
honestly
do.
terrible. Okay, and the recovery was horrible. And then I had to do it again. So I've done on one toe. I've done the surgery or whatever, the outpatient, whatever you want to call it. I have done it 4 times, and I just did my 4th one like 2 weeks ago, and it is horrible. The pain is horrible. I mean, it's like worse than like childbirth. I literally have like the worst anxiety about it. It's so painful. My husband and I share a calendar, and I had it on my calendar, and he'd heard me talking about it, and he's so sweet because he actually showed up to my appointment and like surprised me and like sat there and held my hand the whole time. And I was like telling the doctor how like I'm really pissed off that this is like my 4th time in here. Like this better freaking work because I don't want to do this ever again. Like those shots in your toe are like the worst thing ever, and they shoot you like 3 different times. I'm walking around right now like a ragamuffin with one toenail not painted because I can't put any paint on it till my follow-up appointment the next week. Yeah. It's really bad, but no one would know that. So my career for OnlyFans for fee is like over. And I'm not like if I ever suck at real estate, my career at OnlyFans is not going to happen. I told Ernest I'm going to have to find something else to do because this is not going to work now. In my 20s, my toes, I mean, we could make some money, okay, guys? Now in my 40s, not so much. So no one would know that about me. So I'm sharing that. Nicole, your turn.
What do you think? What's yours at?
Well, I was going to say one thing people probably also don't know about you, but it has been talked about briefly in previous podcast episodes. Is just like that's not Gucci.
This is
like
not Gucci,
like
you guys. This is let me see. Okay, yeah, it looks like Gucci. It's not Gucci. I actually have it in this color and I have it in blue, and I got it on Amazon. If y'all need the link, just hit me up because I'm happy to share. Okay, I have an Amazon store. You can find it on my Instagram at the top. Go under wardrobe and you'll find it there. It is not Gucci.
It looks very nice, though. I really like it.
I get a million compliments on it.
I was like, excuse me, Missy, look at this.
So people won't know that I'm like a fashionista by heart, but I shop. I'm a Maxinista because I shop at like Ross, TJ Maxx, Amazon.
So if your career in real estate ever tanks, which it won't, but
I could be like an influencer,
You could be the poster child for Maxinista.
There you go. I should hit them up. I got it at Ross. Yeah. Cheers to that, guys. Yeah.
Cheers. Yes. Cheers. I think one thing that people would not know about me is that I'm shy. People won't believe it. That I'm a little bit of introverted person. I think that people would think, that I'm always talking or laughing, I'm having fun, but I'm not. I'm actually a very shy person. And after like our events or things that we do, I need my time for myself.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Recharge
yes, I cannot just be all the time. Like certain amount of time, I need to really go into my house.
I'm the same way.
And don't talk to nobody for like a day or because even if I want to do today's, I can't. So yes, I'm shy, believe it or not.
Well, I think sometimes people confuse introversion with like not likable or sociable or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not what it means. It
But
means
some people think
how do
like
you get your
you're
energy?
always like talking or like, but no, I can be shy. And
Yeah.
I need my space, a lot of space. I'm always surrounded by people, so people maybe don't think that I'm shy, but I do get shy.
Yeah. I mean, most people that know me well probably know, but I'm pretty competitive. Like I'm the only girl in my fantasy football league, and I'm a champion.
Yeah, and let me
champion.
just tell you about this fantasy football league, okay? Because I know nothing about sports, but she's on this fantasy football team with like my husband and some of the other people's.
And you're the only girl?
She's the only girl.
Are you winning?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but that's what I'm about to
Yes.
tell you, Posh. And so, anyways, they're like in this chat, and I know nothing about football, but like I hear the banter, and it was something. What was it like? You up against my husband or something?
Probably.
And I was like, well, I hope Nicole wins. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, girl power. Like, she's the only girl. Like, she's outnumbered by all of y'all. Like, I totally hope Nicole wins. And he was just like, no loyalty, no loyalty. And Nicole ends up winning, y'all. Okay? She ends up winning. And it was so amazing because I was cheering her on the whole time. And my husband was just like, I just cannot right now. And I'm like, cheers, girl power. Another cheers for that.
Cheers for
Yes.
that.
And Nicole won. She kicked all their asses.
Look at you, Nicole.
Pretty competitive. And here's another weird fact is that a lot of like Taylor Swift right now is bringing a lot of women to football. Football actually brought me to Taylor Swift. Like I'm a closet.
She's the reverse.
I'm the reverse. Like I wasn't really a Swiftie.
I love Swiftie.
And then
I'm
all
not
of
a
sudden,
Swiftie fan, but
well, now I am. I have a
Yeah,
whole new album.
Yeah. See,
I
there
mean,
you
the
go.
new album is good. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was on the fantasy football team, I would pick the people by their like names and the colors of their jerseys. Oh yeah, that color is cute.
I would look.
I like his last name. Let's pick him. That's how I pick, and I would lose. This
I
is
would
why I'm
pick
not on the
like,
team.
which one is the most handsome one?
There you go.
This one looks cute. Let's pick them.
Yeah.
But you know what? I love these questions because you look a very very, very mellow person. So sometimes people don't think that mellow people can be very competitive.
Until we get involved with a game or something.
Yeah.
Like,
So are you competitive with sports? Are you competitive in
hot shot
general with
basketball
thing?
and everything. And everything though, not just that. Like even growing up, like I one of my first jobs was Just for Feet. Do y'all remember Just for Feet?
Yes.
Shoe store?
Shoe store.
Yeah.
I was in
shoes.
Mexico back then, so no.
I loved that was my first job. I loved it. I worked there for like 6 years. And I sold shoes, but it was every day was a competition.
So what's your 5 sports? What sports do you actually play? Like, are you
all of them?
all of them?
Yeah.
Like you're good at. So
She's
you're
good at everything.
So you're the girl that
Sure. Blowing
like
up right now.
like the perfect girlfriend because you watch sports with them. You're like what that kind of girl that we like this game, this guy, this thing's going on.
That's why we have Dallas Cowboys.
You know, that's something about me. I
just like
don't
the
know
star.
anything about sports.
Me neither.
Like I'm clueless about sports, any kind of sports. Now I'm supportive, right? I'll sit down and be like, yeah, great. But that's something that I need to work on because I have no idea like about sports. It just bores me.
Yeah, I get it, but not. Yeah.
But you know,
It is what
that's
it is.
good. Guys love that when you have a woman that loves about sports. It opens a lot of conversations.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
That's something that I need to learn how to open conversations with sports because I'll be like, who? I could have the best football player in front of me and I would have no idea who it is.
Oh well, we have some stories on that too, right?
I'll be like, who are you? And I'm sure this guy will be acting all...
yeah. Can I say it kind of
You
under
can
the
tell the
radar?
story, but don't say
we
the
can
name.
edit it out.
Yeah,
if
don't
you
just
want
don't
to.
say the name of the person.
Okay, so Nancy is a design
Yeah.
person too, and she does houses and so she got a really exclusive client.
Okay.
And she's like talking to me, and I was like, "No way! Like, are you joking? You got his parents."
Did you
house-
know that? Did you know?
No, I had no clue.
No,
and when
you
I
see?
went, I was
That's me.
completely clueless. I went in there and I mean, they're the nicest, sweetest people. And they hired me to do the design on their house. And so I had to sign all sorts of like NDAs and all the things.
Yeah.
And I came home and I was telling my husband about it or whatever. And my husband's like, I think you should totally take this job because they wanted me to go to the state that he plays in. And I was like, how am I going to balance that? Like, I have a new baby. Like, I don't know how to. And my husband's like, I think you should do this. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to. And I was just like, I'm so overwhelmed. And this one over here, she's like, you have to take this job. You have to take this job. And I'm like, bitch, how am I
Did you take it?
I did take the job, but I ended up doing the job here in Dallas. They ended up purchasing another home here in Dallas. And so I ended up doing it here in Dallas. And it was a great project, great people. But I had no clue who they were or anything about it. My husband obviously knew. Nicole was over here freaking out. But yeah, it was a great project. It was a fun
How
design.
long ago was this?
Oh, it was earlier this year.
It was early this year. But yeah, same situation to me. Like if I would have, and that, I mean, I need to learn about sports because.
Yeah, but I never know who anyone is. You know, I used to work.
I don't, yeah.
I used to work the club life, you know, bottle service, different things. And I would have a lot of athlete clients. And I think that that's actually why they gravitated towards me is because I treated them like everybody else. I never treated them like they were like, you know, like
Yeah.
I could care. I don't know who you are and I don't really care. Like you treat them like everyone else. And I actually became really good friends. That's how I met my husband's cousin, you know, like that's how I was introduced to my husband because I knew his cousin from that situation. I ended up doing the design on his cousin's house and then Ernest.
His cousin's an ex-NFL Super Bowl champion.
Yes, ex-NFL Super Bowl champion.
Nice.
And then Ernest saw the work I did on his home and then he ended up hiring me to do his house and then we became friends. So I have met a lot of people that way and I don't even know who they are. But, you know, I don't know anything about sports. Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers because we don't know anything about sports, but Nicole does.
Yeah. But
So-
that story was super funny just
But I do
because
think
Nicole.
maybe people don't know that about me.
Yeah.
I know you play some sports. I've heard you about pickleball and stuff like
I
that.
do that now, but back in the day, like I played varsity volleyball, soccer.
You see, I didn't know that.
And I'm pretty short. I'm not even that tall, but yeah. Like,
I didn't know you were so sporty. You give me the sporty vibe, but I didn't know you were that sporty. So good. You see, good to know. I'm not sporty at all.
It's okay. So
It's okay. We can have it all.
Okay, so let's switch topics.
Okay.
If you could tell your younger self something, what would you tell?
I'd say get into entrepreneurship earlier. Can't get into that too early. Don't worry about what other people think. I think that is a huge one. And like you're enough. It's gonna be okay. You don't have to worry about what other people think. I think that's huge. That was a huge thing for me to kind of really realize and get through. And I think that's probably common for a lot of people. Oh, I would tell myself, you don't need to settle down. You can go travel the world or in your early 20s and,
That's
and
what I
have,
did.
like that's if I had to do it over again, I would do that.
Yeah, I totally did
would
that.
go
It was
travel.
amazing. All my friends were getting married super young, and I did not. But I've been to like 15 countries, you know, in my 20s. So that was
50 countries.
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah. I would tell my younger self that no it's okay to say no. I think that a lot of times I say yes to everything and then I end up feeling like spread thin. And I think now, just with everything going on, I feel like it's okay to say no. You don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to do all the things. You don't have to, you just have to balance what you can balance. And I think it's okay to say no. And before I just would say yes all the time. And then you end up getting burned out and all the different things. So I think no is a complete sentence. I would tell that to my younger self.
I would tell my younger self just to enjoy the moment. Because when I was younger, I was always had the mindset, okay, once I graduate high school, I'll be happy because I'm in college. Once I learn English, I'll be fine because I already know English. So I was always like worried about what's the next step. And then thinking that once I will get there, I will be happy. So I realized that it's not like that because sometimes you get there and you're still the same person. You're not happy. So I would just tell my younger me, just enjoy the moment, enjoy every stage, whether it's good, it's bad, not happy, unhappy, broke, rich, whichever it is. Just enjoy that moment and enjoy the people around you because I'm always looking, once I get there, once I'm that, once I become that, once I do this. And you realize that you get there and you're like, okay, well, I feel the same.
Yeah.
So just enjoy life and every stage of life and don't worry about what's coming. That's what I
like
would
that.
take my younger self.
that's
Just enjoy
wisdom.
the moment. YOLO.
Yeah. That's a good one. I think, yeah, a lot of times we think our happiness is found in like some destination.
It's like right now, I could say, oh, once I remarry, once I sell 50 homes, once I do this, and then we'll get there and you realize that you feel exactly the same way. So it's not about that. It's just enjoying that moment. So that's what I would tell my younger self. Just enjoy the moment.
It's like that song you listen to all the time.
Yes. I love that song.
Yeah.
Yes.
The soundtrack to your life.
What's the name of it?
Christina Aguilera.
Christina
Feel the
Aguilera,
Smell.
I feel this moment. Yeah, I love. Every time I see that, I hear that song, I remember you.
Okay, so speaking of songs, what is your favorite song right now?
Oh, right now I'm jamming to the Taylor Swift album. So I like Opalite. I like the Ophelia song. What is it called? Something Ophelia. A Fate of Ophelia. And Wishlist. I'm jamming to the whole album.
Do you like the new album?
Yes.
I haven't heard it
like-
yet.
All in the middle. Oh, just flip through social media. You'll see it.
Yeah, I love hers, but I haven't really listened to it. But I've been, when I'm in the car, unfortunately, I'm listening to nursery rhymes. It's not the funnest. I can't wait till I don't have to listen to
And
Old
you know
MacDonald and like when the song is over, my daughter will literally say, again, E-I-E-I-O.
That's
and I'm
exactly
like,
what I
oh
was
my
gonna
God,
tell
shoot me.
you.
I don't want to listen to this again, but like it goes on again. And then we switch songs to like, if you're happy, and then my son who is older will be like, again, I'm like, are you kids serious? Like they want to listen to it again over and over and over. I'll be happy when I'm not listening to nursery rhymes. But I really have been getting into the Shabuzi.
What's that?
Shabuzi. It's country, but he sings the bar song. If you heard it, you would know.
Oh, the Tipsy song?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. And so I've been listening to his whole album because he actually has a lot of hits.
Okay.
Not just that one. And so I've been really liking him. But yeah, unfortunately, nursery rhymes are where it's at. I'm dying over here.
I have a nephew and a niece, and it's crazy how you cannot change the channel.
No.
Because they will be like, again. And again, and you're like, we just watch it 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
The wheels on the bus go around. I know that song because they'll play it over and
like
over
Baby
again.
Shark and stuff.
Right now, I'm very into Dua Lipa, and that's because I just went to her concert. I love Dua Lipa. I love her. She's my girl. I'm not really a Taylor Swift fan. I'm not a Swiftie.
I get it.
But her some songs are good. And I think
Check
the
out
new
the new
album, there's this new song that it's stuck in my head. And I'm not a
Pop is not
Swiftie.
my number one genre, like at all. I'm country,
You're
R&B.
country. You are
Like,
country.
I'm into some Teddy Swims right now. He's really good.
He's really good too.
Really good. But Taylor does her thing. And
There's
she's
this
a
new
brilliant
song,
person.
the first one. It's like, I was like, you know what? I'm not a Swiftie, but this song is really good.
Yeah. I like her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you like when she goes, don't you think that's fake? That's something that I don't like about Taylor because I think she always goes like, oh my gosh. It's like, girl, come on.
Are you excited all the time? Like that?
I do.
Like you're that
I think
excited
people
all the
that are
time?
happy all the time, I don't trust them all the time. If you're always so nice and so like, it's like, okay, it's Taylor, are you being for real? That's the only thing about
I don't
Taylor.
know, but we could
That's-
all learn from her marketing, like prowess. Like
yes.
she is the master marketer.
She is.
She drops Easter eggs.
the
She does all
us
kinds of
work,
crazy
yeah,
stuff.
so-
Like she's good.
So-
Over $2 billion net worth, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
She's like a
She owns her own
like
music,
the
right?
biggest
Yeah.
artist, and she's getting married now. What do you think about Selena? She's getting married.
Oh, I didn't wait.
Selena?
Yes.
You're talking about the dead Selena.
No. That one, let them leave that woman. The Hispanic community sings her songs over 30 years. Like, let her rest in peace.
That's good. That means that they love her. I love her. I love Selena.
I love her, but I'm like, let her rest in peace. We have new Selenas now. Just
She
say.
seems happy.
Yeah.
The new Selena.
She got married before Taylor. Now it's Taylor. It's like once start getting married, then the other ones start getting married. So it's coming.
And they're both like in their 30s.
How would you say if you think about like a moment and you're knowing people like how that we all met?
What do you mean?
How did we meet? Like, what was your first impression when you met, and how did we meet?
Oh, that's a nice question.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Like, I knew Nancy's husband, Ernest, from the time I was like a little kid, like literally little kid, and we were kind of best girl boy best friends, like running around little kid wise. And so when I first met Nancy, I was happy because my friend found somebody that like he loved and was going to marry. I thought at the time, hey, you're going to marry her. Like, I kind of knew, but also
So
I
when
thought,
you saw them, you kind of picture that?
well, he never really. And I don't know if we want to edit any of this
Go
out,
ahead.
but he never really like claimed his significant other. Like, he wasn't really big on like owning the person that he was. So it was always a mystery. Like, it was always like, is he dating somebody? Is he not dating?
So he was not very open about his.
No.
And we can edit these things
can.
because when we're talking about.
I don't care.
But like, he was very open.
Yeah.
With the fact that he was dating Nancy. Like, I remember he
so
called
he
me one
was
time,
very-
like, just so you know, like, I'm dating Nancy and like, we're probably going to get married. I was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see, that's when you know a man has find the right one.
Yeah, I didn't even know this.
They won't hide it. They'll be like, this is the girl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
So
sweet.
that happened. And then I remember, though, when I met Nancy, I was like, I don't know if she's going to like me just because there, who's this girl that kind of hangs around my husband?
Yes, of course.
But we hung out and we hung out and we hung out, and then we became besties.
I'm not a hater.
I know.
But I think that.
So how did you feel that she was best friends with your fiance or husband to be?
Oh, but we weren't like besties at the time. Like, when we
Okay.
were kids, we were besties.
Yeah, no, I didn't really. I think the first time I actually met Nicole, or I remember in my brain, was actually at her wedding. I think I went to her wedding, and I remember Ernest introduced me to Nicole's mom. And when Ernest introduced me to Nicole's mom, he said, he introduced me and said my name was Nicole. And I was like, actually, my name is Nancy. And, I don't know if he was nervous or what the situation was, but he called me Nicole, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm Nancy. And then I kind of had like a little bit of an attitude because I'm like, what is this about?
Yep.
But
actually, that is the first time too.
I think that is the first time.
I called him like, "Are you going to take anybody to the wedding, Ernest?" And he was like, he kind of like was like, almost like, "Yes, I'm dating somebody," and isn't it,
Yeah. So that was the first time I met Nicole. But that was. But I didn't have anything. I was more so just annoyed that he got my name wrong. Like, hello.
How long did you date Ernest before you marry?
Oh, that's a whole thing. Ernest and I were friends probably for like 10 years before we started dating.
Like, were you guys like friends or
like best
friends? That's very nice.
And then we probably dated for like 3 years, and then we got married.
So you have a solid foundation with your husband.
Yeah, our thing is built on friendship. I was not. Yeah. I didn't want to like ruin our friendship. I wasn't really open to like.
By the way,
him.
Taylor Swift has a song called "Ruin the Friendship," and it's about this exact thing.
Yeah,
Really?
And like that song, they say he's just a friend, and they say he's just a friend. Like, that used to be like all my friends would always be like, yeah, that's y'all, because like I would be like, no, we're just friends.
Now, did you ever feel something towards him, like some kind of attraction, or it was just pure friendship?
It was pure friendship for me. I just didn't let my brain go there. I think that Ernest was super consistent, and he always showed up for everything, and he's just an amazing person, and he just showed up, and he was super consistent. And then that made me be like, okay, well, maybe I should give him a shot.
So what about him? Was he being just friends with him, or you felt like he had some intentions even when you guys
I
were
know.
friends?
He definitely had intentions. I mean, he made them known.
Yeah.
He made them known. But I think that, I didn't want to ruin our friendship. And, I had been engaged before, and he passed away. And so I just wasn't really open to ruining that friendship at the time.
You see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you had such a solid foundation with Ernest. Then that's beautiful.
Yeah.
They say those are the marriages that last the longest.
You never know. I mean, like, we were best friends for all these years. I mean, he's staring you like in the face every day, and then that's who you end up marrying. Like, you never know. Like, people, like, I tell that to people all the time. I'm like, but I'm not dating anyone. I'm like, they could literally be right in front of your face, and you wouldn't know because you're not opening the door or giving the chance to it. Like,
Correct.
Which was me, was probably why it took so long, because I was closed off.
Well, nice.
I remember
well,
meeting you too, Posh. And you were
Where?
like, I forget, some real estate events. And you would always be like, you were just always so friendly. Like, let's take a picture. Let's take
Well,
a
yeah.
picture.
I was like, let's take a picture with Nicole.
And then I just remember thinking, she just shines so bright.
Ah, you're so kind.
Always from the beginning.
Yeah, I remember meeting you from Vivian. I went to something with you with Vivian. And I remember meeting you, and I remember telling Vivian, oh, she has good energy. I like her energy.
And then why I feel flattered because you read energies, Fancy.
Oh, I'm very I could tell right away if I'm going to click with someone or I'm not.
Yes, you read energies, and you one of those and
not
then
for me.
Yes, and I think as we get to know each other more, when you have that look with your friends, right? When there's something, you just look and you know what that look, that stare means.
Yeah.
It's like we're like, okay, now we know what's going on. Sometimes you don't have to communicate. You just have with the eyes what's going on. I don't remember specific times, but I do remember the feeling of meeting you guys. And it was a good one. I was like, oh, look at these empowered women. Never thought we were going to have a podcast. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Time changes.
Time changes. Things can change a lot in a year, girls.
Okay, so if you had who would you say growing up was your biggest influencer or someone you looked up to?
My parents. That might sound like cheesy, but it's true. Like both my parents, I have my mom and my stepdad, Gene, and they have a wonderful marriage. They have built something. Like when they first got together, I think I was 10 years old, and we were a blended family. There were 5 of us kids, and we all lived in we come from very modest beginnings. Like we all lived in a house where I shared a bedroom with 2 sisters, and my 2 brothers shared a room, and we all 5 shared a bathroom. Like it was mayhem, and we were growing up as teenagers in this house together. It was just crazy. And I watched them build from that year back in the early 90s to where they are today. And they've just accomplished so much together. And they just complement each other. And they still, to this day, now that they're in their 70s, they still live life to the fullest.
That's awesome.
Yep. And then my dad, my mom's first husband, my biological dad, is equally as amazing. He's just awesome. Great values. He married a good woman too. And they're my best friends.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would say mine is my mom too. My mom's a single mom, and I just saw her work, and she instilled work ethic in us. I had my first job at 15. My brother, I worked at Boston Market. My brother worked at McDonald's, same parking lot. She would literally drop us off at the same time, and she'd be get on the same schedule. Whoever finishes first, you go to the other person's job. You sit there and you do homework. I'm dropping off once. I'm picking up once. Figure it out. And she just instilled work ethic at such a young age and taught me about credit. And I don't think I would be as successful as I am today with financing and risk taking and all the different things if it wasn't for my mom. And she even does that for her grandchildren, my children. The minute they got a Social Security number, she opened up accounts for them and she invests in them. She doesn't buy toys and things. She's that's garbage. You need to invest in their future. You need to start now. And so mine would definitely be my mom too. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but I would say my mom.
I think it's our parents. I mean, in general, it's I think just anything, I don't have children, but if I would have, it's we're laying the foundation for them to have something better, right? And building their character. So I think it's the same in our case, right? I think our parents, we saw them, again, very humble beginnings, and you see them overcome so much, right? Building something out of nothing. So, of course, it's going to be our parents. And that case is my mom. I think my mom, my grandma, she was the one that moved here to the U.S., overcame language, overcame so many things. And yeah, so it's our parents. And it sounds a little bit cheesy and very cliche, like you said, saying our parents, but that's our foundation, our family, our support systems.
But I also feel for us all to say that we're blessed. Not everybody has that story.
You know what? You are right.
Yeah.
There are many people that have to see that inspiration, and which there's nothing wrong, right? You have to, life takes you different ways, and you have to find your foundations. God provides you different people. We are blessed that it has been our parents that have really lifted us up and continue. Because even though I'm 41, my mom still continues worry about me and what I do and what I don't, and still gives me that like reality check of things, because she was like, okay, there's nobody else that knows more than our parents, right? So they know when we're like not doing or something's up. So I think even though I'm 41, they still call me and be like, hey, are you okay? Because you haven't called. Or like, hey, we see you, something going on. So I'm 41 and they still
That's good.
call me out.
Okay, so what has been in your life your biggest I can't believe this is my life moment? I'll go first, and then you guys, so you guys can think. I would probably say for me that I have 2 kids. I don't think I believed I was going to be able to have a second kid, just with like the miscarriage and the struggles and the fertility that we did. And I didn't think I was going to get to be a mom of 2. And so for me, I think that it's that moment when I like even found out I was pregnant. They're like, could you be pregnant? I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. And they're like, yeah. And like just being in that moment and like finding out that, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a mom of 2. And just how scared I was. Like, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to balance it? All the different things. And I was scared to tell people because I didn't know if I would miscarry again. Or so I would say sometimes when I think about my life, it's just that I can't believe that I'm like a mom of 2 and I have 2 beautiful, amazing gifts from God that I'm just like so thankful for. So that's mine.
Nancy's getting like emotional.
I am. I'm because it is just the biggest blessing. And even though I'm listening to nursery rhymes a million times a day, I literally just didn't think that was going to happen for me, and that was going to be part of my story. And I'm just like so grateful for it.
Mm-hmm. What was the question again?
The question is, what has been your biggest I can't believe this is my life moment?
I have lots of those moments. I think the first time I kind of had that moment, like just exhilarating, was when I opened up, because whenever I was in high school, I applied for a bunch of colleges.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go to UT. And UT's kind of, I mean, not to like brag or anything, but it's not super easy to get into. So I remember applying to a ton of different colleges, and letters were coming in, and I was getting accepted. And I even got like a scholarship to a college, and like things were coming in. But the UT hadn't come in. So it was like I'm on pins and needles. Like it was a big deal for me.
It's always the one you really want. That makes you wait.
Made me wait.
Yes.
And I got the letter. I checked the mail. Like I didn't let my parents check the mail. Like I was on top of it. I checked the mail. And I remember getting in my car, closed letter, going to like a car wash. And I remember like, this is it. This is the moment. And I opened it and I had gotten in. I just remember just like instant, just like tears, like shaking. Like, I can't believe this, you know?
Yeah.
This is my life. And there's been other moments like that too. Like the little moments, like when my kids are just like on me and like snuggling.
Yeah.
They're little moments, but they're like, this is the best. Like it doesn't get better than this kind of moments. And then I've had very surreal, like I've been to places in Europe and on yachts and crazy stuff like that. But it's really the little moments, I think, that are the most amazing.
I think are those little moments. I think right now I feel in that moment of like, I was reflecting the other day and I was like, okay, Posh, I think you are in a stage of your life that you have everything that you wanted when you were 15 years old, right? When you're like that age, and you know how that movie 13 going on 30 and she finds herself going 30, the moment where like, okay, I have nothing holding me back. That's how I felt. And I was reflecting on that. And I was like, I think for the very first time, I feel like nothing's holding me back. Not job, because I was a teacher, didn't really want to be a teacher. So I feel that was always holding me back. So I was like, okay, I'm doing what I love, what I want with purpose, with inspires me every day. I wake up looking forward to see what's the next thing, what's the next project. I don't have a relationship that is holding me back, somebody that is draining me or making me feel a way that I feel sad or is stressing me out. And well, I would have loved to have children, but I don't have children right now, right? But I just feel like I was thinking the other day, for the first time, I feel that there's really nothing holding me back, and I can be who I want and do what I want. And that gave me such a feeling of empowered and happy, and I just feel like I can do it all as long as I have life and God provides me with health, and I can wake up every day and be able to talk and walk and see. The world is my oyster. That's how I felt the other day. I was just reflecting on that, and I was like, for the very first time, nothing's holding me back. So if I don't do what I want or get what I want, it's because I don't want to. Because for the very first time, I just feel free.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up with the last question, and it's kind of a big one.
Yes.
All right, the last question is, what's one decision that scared you but turned out to be a game changer in your life? I'll let you think about it for a second. I'll go first. So for me, I would probably say marrying Ernest. I think I was scared to, ruin that friendship. But, I think your spouse that you select is one of the biggest life decisions that you can make, because it literally affects everything, how you raise your kids, your family dynamics, all the different things. And I think it's been a game changer, because I think we are a good team together. And I think that that's important. He's an amazing spouse, amazing father. So I think it was game changing in the fact that I wasn't sure, I was unsure about ruining that friendship. And I mean, it's a huge decision, right? And so game changing decision, definitely in my life. But it's worked out to be great.
For me, there are two. One, when I decided to move here to the U.S. to continue my education.
I love that.
Yes, because my parents I didn't come with my parents. I was born here, but I was raised in Mexico. So there was time where I was like, okay, I think it's time to go and continue my education over there. My parents were like, you're crazy. Why are you? We're here. But I moved here with my grandma. So that was one, because if I would have stayed, I would be in Mexico. So that was one decision. And I think the other decision, there have been many, but I think good decisions was switching, like really quitting teaching and just taking my career to full-time real estate. Because if I would still be in the classroom, I would not be doing anything or met any of the people that I met and doing the things that I'm doing. And I know from here, there's huge, big things happening and breakthroughs coming through, like a lot of big things happening around me that they would have not happened if I would have stayed in the classroom being a teacher, because I was doing both real estate and teaching. I've said that before in the podcast, but I think that was a moment, decisions that you make at that moment that can change your life. And I know there's few more coming in my life. I know I'll meet someone very important in my life, and that will also change my life, whoever I decide to share my life with. But that one's still to see. We'll see. I'll let you girls know.
All right.
We'll have another podcast about that.
Okay, Nicole, final thought.
Okay, so I need to switch it up. So I'm not, even though I agree, marriage is a big one, huge decision to make in your life that changes the trajectory. Switching jobs and careers, especially getting into real estate, is a huge deal, and that changes everything. Yes. And I've had those moments, but I won't be redundant. I'm going to pick a new one.
Pick a new one.
Okay, my thing. This is so weird how it popped in my head, but when I was a senior in high school, my cousin, who was a little bit older than me, lived with us. And for a small, brief period of time, her fiance came and stayed, like, I don't know how long, like a handful of days. And one day when I came home from school, out of nowhere, he like cornered me, and he was like telling me how he was doing some crazy ass shit, like going through my underwear drawer, like crazy, ridiculous stuff. And I was a young kid who this was like blowing my mind. Like this old guy.
Kind of creepy.
Oh, that's my point.
Yeah.
So creepy.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I didn't really know him. Like, I didn't know him.
Yeah.
Like, you're nobody to me. You're my cousin's fiance. Like, this is freaking me out. And it was just me and him at my house.
Yeah.
And then as I try to like get up, I was sitting at the kitchen table. As I try to like get up, he like walks towards me and kind of cuts off the path to the door. And he like grabs my face and like sticks his tongue in my mouth. Like, it was the most outrageous, craziest stuff that's ever happened to me. And I freaked out. I like pushed him off me and I ran out the front door. And the decision that I struggled with at that point, because he called up at my work and threatened me. Like, you better not tell anybody. I'll like kill you, blah, 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 blah. You won't see your family again, blah, 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 blah. And so it was a big, like, frightening decision to have to like tell somebody.
Oh my gosh.
And I knew I was also going to like break my cousin's heart. Like, something really crazy happened, and now you're going to have to call out. Earlier that week, I went to her wedding shower. So it was just like a weird, crazy, like, this only happens in the movies type of stuff. Anyway, so I finally got the courage to tell my dad. And it was weird because my dad was like, something's wrong with you. Like, what's wrong? Like, you're not yourself. And I said, yeah, you're right. Something's wrong. And so I told him. And then the stories come out of the woodwork. Like, he had also done the same thing to my cousin's sister and my cousin's aunt, and like all this crazy stuff. And if I would have not said something,
you're saving people, Nicole.
Yeah.
Saving people. That's what you're doing. You're saving people.
Do you think it was like the action itself of you having the courage to speak out and say, you know what? I'm not going to stay quiet. I'm going to actually say it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I've kind of been a people pleaser. Like, when you talked about saying no, like that was a huge thing, because I've struggled with that in my life too, because I like to like please people. So not that I felt I needed to please anybody, but I didn't want to ruin my cousin's life, even though I know it wasn't me, it was the guy that was ultimately responsible. As a 17-year-old, you can't really think that deep on it. You're just kind of like, oh, I'm going to break her heart. She's not going to get married. What's going to happen? Is he going to kill me? Like, all the fears start like circulating through your mind. So yeah, I think my biggest moments in life are always about courage, you know? Like,
I love it. That's great.
I love it. So situations where you have to really speak out and don't be afraid to be true to yourself and just say it.
Because you kind of saved her.
And now she's happily married with like 3 kids, and like it all worked out. But it was like, I don't know how, I haven't thought about that in a really long time.
That's crazy.
It's a crazy story.
That's awesome. Well, guys, we've finished our 4th episode.
We have so we're doing seasons, guys. We're doing just, to have a different vibe each season. So we have one more to complete season 1. So this is our 4th one. We have our next month will be our 5th one, and then we'll start with season 2, which is exciting because I think we're gonna see our progress, how we started in episode 1, right? And how we together as a team changing and growing, and the interaction becoming adjusting, and I'm excited because I can't believe we're gonna do our 5th one next month and 4th season and celebrate.
Yep. So that's amazing.
It is.
Live just fancier, dolls. That's Fancy Fridays for today.
Yes. You guys are done with your
I'm so
drink.
proud of myself because this like never happens. Nicole will tell you, and so I actually finished my drink. YOLO.
Live just fancier.
Live just fancier. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, guys.